Hello, my wonderful viewers. Welcome to my platform. This is Linda's TV show. If it is your first time of coming across this channel and you like what you see after watching, please subscribe, put on your notification bell, set it to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to get notified each time I upload a new video, even those without notification. Here we react to all forms of videos, international and local. Every Saturday by 2 p.m. we have our interaction section. You are free to call in to air your opinion about the happenings in our society. Invite your friends, share my videos with your families and colleagues. Do not keep this information to yourself. Myself, I will be sitting down here to watch this video together with you from the beginning to the end. Then we'll go to the comment section and leave our comments, our opinion about the video we watch constructively.
By tomorrow, the politicians in the southeast and other part of Biafraland, if by tomorrow we still see the terrorist Nigeria army killing in our communities, burning villages, harassing our people in our road, mounting roadblocks as if we are at war already that they have not officially declared, we are going to open the gate of hell until the heaven comes down. Those who have made their living in politics by killing our women and our children, it is time for payback. I am calling on all Biafran, anywhere you are, whichever group you belong to, it is time to channel your energy, first of all, to the right people. If you have a wound, and you leave that wound, the point where that wound have come to your body, and you go, in those days is when you go outside and you get injured, you get bruises. When you come back home, they will take you to chemist, what we call chemist in those days. Some will take you to hospital and all that. But irrespective of the hospital they took you to, irrespective of the chemist they took you to, irrespective of the pharmacy they took you to, sometime your people will always have their own way to add to the healing of that wound. They are going to boil water. When they boil water, especially in the night, before you go to sleep, they will boil water. They will boil the water and the water will be very hot. And what they do is to soak some material, some clothing material in that hot water. And they will use that water to add directly to that wound where you got the bruises on your body. It will be very painful that sometime you will shout on top of your voice. You will shout with all your power, all your strength. But you know what? The person that is adding the hot water directly to the wound is not trying to kill you. But what the person is trying to do is for you to feel that pain. And then the wound will heal naturally. Now, if you want to apply such thing to somebody that is a white skin, if you want to apply such mechanism to Yibo, they will call you a lunatic person. They will say you are mad. They will say you are crazy. In fact, if you try that in the Western world, you will end up going to court because it will amount to torture. You see, what works for you may not work for somebody else. What is working for black people does not work for white people. In Africa, almost everyone that were born in Africa and grow up in Africa have experience of what I'm talking about. But it was not torture. When they add and apply the hot water, very hot water, directly to the wound, you will shout, and every night, every blessed night, the person who loves you will do that. Sometimes it could be your mother. Sometimes it could be your grandmother. Sometimes it could be your sisters, your siblings. But somebody is always there to ask somebody to add that hot water on the wound. And before you know it, the first day, the second day, the third day, that wound, that bruises is gone. Is gone. But let me tell you, it is not just about the Western world. It is not just about the white, but also, and it is not just about the law in the Western world. Apart from that, you are going to be charged to court and fined for torturing your son or torturing your daughter or torturing your relative by adding a hot water direct to the wound. Also, if you try it to a white-skinned person, you will cause more injury. In fact, the injury you are going to cause to the white-skinned person by adding hot water to the wound will be more, will be more harmful than the wound itself. So you can't add that. This is just a scenario to show you that we are created differently. The thing that works for Africa does not work for the West. Sometimes they say they want to bring democracy, but democracy started from Biafra. Democracy started from Biafra. The Igbo part of Biafra, and of course, which everybody is Igbo per se, if we begin to research it, started democracy. So the democracy did not come from the West, as you were meant to believe today. It comes from Biafra. That is why we are not learning in autopilot. That is why autopilot is natural. Some people say, who are the leader of autopilot? Some people say autopilot have leader because somebody is making arrangement and fixing date for fundraising. Some people say those who are talking and making decision in autopilot are the leaders. Let me tell you, the decision we make in autopilot is always anonymously reached at. Nobody will come and say, it was me that made this decision, it was me that made that decision. The decision always comes automatically. Once a suggestion comes, another suggestion comes, another suggestion comes, another suggestion comes, another suggestion comes. Before you know it, everybody will choose one and we move ahead with that. That is the autopilot. So nobody is giving order. Nobody is fixing date for fundraising in autopilot. The fundraising in autopilot is also being fixed anonymously. That it does not, nobody knows when the date comes. The people will just anonymously agree, the media team will just anonymously agree that it is, okay, let us go by this date, and that's it. How did that particular date will come is another story for another day. So, and let me tell you, you can see how organized the fundraising has been. You can see how calm, how organized, how matured, how well behaved the people coming for autopilot or fundraising has been. I don't need to start telling you, you watch it yourself. You see it yourself. Every fundraising of autopilot has witnessed the best behavior, the best attitude, even more than the elderly people raising funds. So because every person in autopilot, first of all, you are a different person. You are really a person that you want result. You are really a person that you want Biafra. You are somebody that is going to do everything to to see Biafra come. So when they say somebody is making decision, I'm making it clear today. Autopilot remains autopilot. And some people say, who is the programmer? The programmer of autopilot is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the programmer. He programmed it by teaching us what we need to do at any given point in time. He programmed it by teaching using the radio Biafra. And everything we have learned, apart from him, everything we have also learned in our different walks of life, in our different profession, in our different experiences, in research, how other people got freedom, and all that, we have added it together, and that is exactly what is bringing result. Autopilot is also when some people will come and try to tell you that ESN is this and that. You see the result for yourself today. Nobody is killing ESN like before, and it can never happen again. And it is going to get just better every day, every time. On this note, I have come this evening to announce that starting from tomorrow, any place you see military and they are harassing, molesting, killing, burning villages, just like you see in this video I am going to show you now, what you have to do is make sure you go to the political leaders, start from the House of Assembly, and if they go to Enugu State and kill anybody or burn any house, just one house, record it, make the day of that burning, record the burning of the community of the house. We will make sure that Biafra will begin to visit every political leader in that state, because we are going to take this war from the grassroots. If you see any soldier, tomorrow the 15th day of March 2022, you are either taking the freedom into your hand, your future into your hand, or you allow Fulanis to kill, you allowed Boko Haram terrorists that were released to come to your community and kill you and take over your land. You either rise up and do the needful instead of wasting your time, or you allow the governors like the one I'm about to play now, the scenario and the example of a governor like this, to continue to subjugate you into slavery. Watch this.
People are praying that Umahi should wind up and let the time come for him to leave office so that we can recover ourselves and continue to live as peacefully as we used to live before. His regime has been very, very strange, and it is like a thunderbolt that hit the people of Ebonyi State. Extremely regrettable. Nothing positive about it. Now, talking about the development of the state, Umahi concentrated on white elephant projects.
I want you to pay attention and underline the first word that come out of him, so that we are going to know peace. It is not just about Umahi alone. That is why I said any military anywhere, from Enugu State down to Akwa Ibom State, any place you see them from tomorrow and they are harassing you. In fact, in Enugu State, I'm going to give exact checkpoint where the report has come that they have turned that particular entire place into another Guatemala, I don't know what Guatemala Bay or what they call it, So they have turned that place into Sambisa, or should I say into the northeast Boko Haram den. The military from the northern Nigeria, they mount the roadblock there, and all they do is to extort money, molest our people, rape our women, rape our children, in the name of serving in the Nigerian army. We no longer need them. And if you think that we are going nuts or crazy for doing this, come and ask questions so we will explain to you. If you claim you have not been in Nigeria or you don't know what the military are doing, you ask questions, we are going to explain to you. So from tomorrow, we want to see that no military anywhere in Biafra land. And if they kill anyone, go to the House of Assembly, because they are the one bringing them. If they kill anybody, kill any woman again, kill any children again, kill any child again, burn any community, burn your market, places. By tomorrow, we are going to come with a comprehensive video, evidences of the atrocities and genocide that the military has committed in our land. We may not have the complete video by tomorrow, but we are going to come to give you example of what these people have done. And we are rising up to protect our future and our lives and our property by ourselves. You know, I told you people that the world is going to talk about us very soon. They are going to talk about us very soon. We are going to fight. The reason why I am so concerned about the killing of children and the women and rendering them homeless in Biafraland is because the international community knows better what it means when the military go and kill children and nobody is talking. And because the political leaders, I am saying House of Assembly and the all state executive in every state that comprises Biafra, you will know no peace from tomorrow. You cannot sleep in your house from tomorrow if the military continue to kill. You people have refused to talk. You have refused to address the issue. You just sit and watch, and everything you do every day is to come and discuss how to share money, state allocation, and all that. Nobody is discussing why are the military killing our women and our children, and Boko Haram is being released. 500 of them released yesterday, just within 6 months. So listen to this man. I want you to pay attention to what he said from the beginning. He said, Umahi should go so we will have peace. I want you to listen to that.
Igbo people are praying that Umahi should wind up and let the time come for him to leave office so that we can recover ourselves and continue to live as peacefully as we used to live before.
As peacefully as we used to live before. It is not just only about Umahi. Umahi, when tomorrow we are going to have a comprehensive presentation of the atrocities in Ebonyi State. It may not be all of them, but those significant ones. And when you hear that Umahi should leave for them to have peace, he is not talking about quarreling between woman and man. This man was not talking about a quarrel. This man is not talking about a dispute of you are me, I am you. No. This man is talking about killing with gun. Umahi Ebubago will abduct people in Ebonyi State and bury them alive. We have evidence of one of the social media commentator that was abducted and almost to be killed, and something saved him. He was in the hospital. He confessed. They make sure they fractured his leg and all the joint in his body. Umahi hired assassin and the Bubagu group will go abduct somebody, kill the person, and bury him in a shallow grave. A lot of atrocity has been committed. Apart from that, the reason why we are starting tomorrow is because the military is no longer welcome in our land. The military are no longer welcome. If you know there is any place where you have criminals, you know how to arrest criminals. It is not the military that are responsible for arresting people who are criminals. Police are there. And if police cannot do their job, you disband entire police. We don't need them. We don't need them in our land. We don't need the military. They have killed enough. The carnage is too much. The siege is too much. It is unbearable. In the northern Nigeria, where you have Boko Haram killing every day, you don't have that kind of checkpoint in the northern Nigeria. So it is not welcome. And let me tell you, you that is in another group carrying arms, you that is in another group that I don't know, any group you belong to, you have now to channel your energy to the exact instruction I am giving this evening. The instruction is that going forward, any place you see military and they kill anybody and burn any village, kill any woman, make sure nobody goes to the State House of Assembly anymore in that state. Starting from tomorrow. Let every military checkpoint now channel their energy to government house and the State House of Assembly, because we have to solve the problem from the grassroots. The problem is coming from the grassroots. These particular elected criminals and corrupt officials, they bank and dine on the blood of our people. It's time for them to pay the price. We are going to make them talk, right? They pretend as if they are not in Biafra land. We are going to wake them. They are going to talk. Once a message is sent, everybody will run around. I want them to understand that we have written to everybody. We've written to the United Nations. We've written to ICC. Evidences are there. If I bring evidence of killings by the Nigerian military, some of you will not eat for 1 week. If I begin to show it, first of all, Facebook will block the page. First of all, the entire system will go down because it is a very gruesome images that is being perpetrated by people on military uniform in Nigeria. It is no longer acceptable. Anybody that think that this particular liberation and the revolution that we are starting from tomorrow is wrong, you come and let us debate it. Let us debate it. We are not going to allow anybody to live and bank on the blood of our women and children. This is the message I have brought to you today. But let us listen to this man.
His regime has been very, very strange. And it is like a thunderbolt that hit the people of Ebonyi State. Extremely regrettable. Nothing positive about it. Now, talking about the development of the state, Umahi concentrated on white elephant projects and projects that will give him the opportunity to make personal money. And what we are saying is, what was the deal building a new government house in a poor state like Ebonyi? The government house in Ebonyi is a standard one. Why did he build a new one? The government house in Enugu, have they built a new one? The White House in Washington, is 200 years, have they built a new one? So now, because he is always going into projects through which there will be conduit pipes for siphoning of funds. He also went to build something like a ShopRite, a shopping mall. And businessmen came to him and said, don't build it, give us the land. We will now bring our private sector money and build it. And we run it, I will be paying you tax. Umahi insisted that he must build it himself. And then after building whatever he built, he told us it was 8 billion naira. Then he went and said he's building another one that has to do with the church. Then after building it, he told us it is 7 billion naira. So what kind of person is that? And a quantity surveyor told me, told me in confidence that those houses cannot be more than 2 billion naira each. So that's what we are saying. And this is a state that we are educationally very, very backward. When he came, he cancelled the scholarships that were obtainable and made sure that everything about funding of schools was highly and drastically reduced. There is no functional general hospital in Ebonyi State. Agriculture is not even doing well like it used to do before. So what are we talking about? Is he a developmentalist? He doesn't believe in anything. Then he's building flyovers all over the place, in places where you don't have traffic congestion, because of an arrangement he has made with people in the federal government to be sharing money. So is that what should interest Ebonyi people?
Well, Chief Onyeke, we want to thank you very much for joining us on the morning show. But I hope you are aware that some of the things you have said, the governor of Ebonyi State, David Umahi, can sue you for defamation. But
let him sue me.
We are completely neutral.
He's a lawless person. Let him sue me.
We are completely neutral in that matter.
He's a lawless person. Let him sue me. And the point is that the journalist there, the ape-face Abate, is saying that Umahi can sue him as if him, ape-face Abate, is not aware of why we are taking the step we are taking today. As if he's not aware of the involvement of Umahi and other governors and other lawmakers in the killing and the carnage and annihilation of our people in Biafra land. He's not aware of that. Umahi, by tomorrow, we are going to come with comprehensive video. Now, all of you know what is going on now, right? I want you to also remember that it is somebody called Atoeze, the same Atoeze that was during the campaigning and telling you how the Buhari is going to hand over to Umahi, how they are going to hand over to Gûnmen the presidency and all that. Oto Awuleji. And during that time, these elderly people, this Atoeze, who because of Nigeria opportunity given to him by dubious way, he became rich. Some of them have oil well. This Atoeze. Some of them have oil well. And today, he is not talking again. This was him during the time we were telling them, that place in Aganos here, where you are going, there is no road. When are they going to learn? If you follow these people, they will lead you to hell. Completely hell. Do you remember this? How many of you remember this man? How many of you remember?
Like somebody like Buhari, after another 4 years, 8 years in presidency, we give Igbos power. Nobody else will do that.
Did you hear that? These are the people that are looking for their stomach. During this time, this man was standing right in front of the man they call Buhari, telling you, after 4 years, another 4 years, Buhari will give Gûnmen the president. No other northerner can do that, only Buhari. And actually, the person is still talking one Nigeria. When he have said no northerner can do that except Buhari, and Buhari did not do it, they have zoned it to this. For those who were believing in Nigeria, they have zoned it to the southwest. And now, if you go and ask him now, he will tell you, let us continue. It is part of Nigeria. These are the blind, hopeless, idiotic, greedy Igbo people that are coming to wear Ishago. And you call them, because they have money, you call them leaders. Look at this, what this man is saying. Go and ask him today. Do you still maintain this thing you say today? And see whether he's going to answer you.
Like somebody like Buhari, after another 4 years, 8 years in presidency, we give Igbos power to do that. Only Buhari.
You see, now nobody else will do that. Only Buhari. So now Buhari did not do it. At least not from, you know, not from his own side. Okay? Not from his own side. Do you hear that?
Power here, Buhari. Oh, Buhari will give us power. We transfer the presidency to Iboma. It has conscience. It takes a decision. It don't bother who you are, where you come from. Yeah, Mr. President, I'm very happy. Someone like Umahi, it's a young man who fears God, who think about the poor like yourself.
You see?
Give him power to rule Igbo people and Nigeria as a whole.
So give Umahi power to rule Igbo people.
Mr. President.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, my wonderful viewers, for watching this video together with me from the beginning to the end. Like I said before, if you like what you see here, if you like what I do in this platform, as you have finished watching this video, please hit that red button that says subscribe and put on your notification bell to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to know when I upload a new video. Share my videos, leave your comments in the comment section constructively. Until I meet your way again in my next video, I still remain your Linda's TV show. Bye-bye.